Hey, it's Jess. Welcome back. Today, I'm here to talk about All Hallows by Christopher Golden. In this book, you are following several families in a certain neighborhood, and it is set on Halloween night. One of the families has like a haunted forest that they put on their property. So you're following the family getting ready for that. Some of the family, like some of them have children that are trick-or-treating. You follow several of them throughout the night. There's a lot of drama because, community, neighborhood drama. A lot of drama happens. Well, these random children start popping up, and all of them are looking for solace with someone because they say, I need help, protect me until midnight. The cunning man is coming after me, and if I can just make it to midnight, I'll be safe. So will you help protect me and help keep me safe until midnight? And then it turns out that they're not such nice children. I really enjoyed this book. It is set in the 80s, so it kind of has that like old school feel. I listened to it as an audiobook. Parts of it very, very creepy. Parts of it were a little bit long and like drug out a little bit, but especially like when it all culminates at the end, some of those scenes were very creepy and gross and descriptive. And I read this in October. It was perfect for that month because it has to do with trick-or-treating and Halloween. And I used to go to haunted forests and things when I was younger, so that like it had a lot of nostalgia for me during some of those parts, and like talking about the costumes that some of the little kids wore and stuff like that. Overall, I really enjoyed it. I haven't read anything else by Christopher Golden. I wouldn't mind checking out some more of his work. I thought the writing in this was very well done. Again, except for a few parts that kind of drug a little bit. But overall, an enjoyable story. And I thought the audiobook was done really well too. So now I want to know, have you read this book? What did you think? All right, I'll talk to you later. Bye. Hey, it's Jess. Welcome back. Today I'm here to talk about The Ruins by Scott Smith. In this book, you are following a group of Americans who are down in Mexico for like vacation, I think summer vacation, before they go back to college. They meet up with some other tourists that are at this resort. One of the tourists, named Mateus, said his brother Heinrich has been missing. His brother Heinrich is missing. He had gone off with an archaeologist to this dig site. And so Mateus was going to go find him and wanted to know if these Americans would like to go with him. They say yes. So they get on a bus and go to this remote supposed dig site. And they find this hill covered in red flowers and vines. And when they get to that area, suddenly some Mayans come out of the forest and start yelling at them, and one of them wanders into a patch of vine, and then the Mayans are like, you can't leave now. They don't say that. Well, they do say that, but no one can understand each other because they don't speak Mayan, and the Mayans don't speak Spanish or German or American. English. And so they're forced to go to the top of this hill, and they find ruins there. And then basically a bunch of bad stuff starts happening, and they find out that the plants are not as... The plants... Basically a lot of... It's killer plants. That's what it is. Then the plants, they find out that the plants are alive and are after them and don't want them to survive. There is also a movie of this book. It's a decent adaptation. They changed some of the characters. They changed the events of what some of the characters go through. It's okay. The book, to me, was so much better. I loved this book. It is difficult to read because there are no actual chapters. There's just like paragraph breaks, and sometimes there are longer, bigger breaks, so you know that it's like that would be a chapter, but there's not any actual chapters in this book. Some people complain because they think that the characters are a little too stereotypical. Again, I enjoyed it. I loved it. I thought that they played well into the stereotypes. They even kind of make fun of that. One of the characters is like, oh, when they make a movie about this is the person you'll be, and I'll be the funny guy, and he's going to be the Boy Scout, do-gooder. So it knew what it was doing. Scott Smith's writing was descriptive. Some of the scenes very disgusting. Lots of body horror in this. So if you don't like that, don't read this book. And I just wanted to know what was going to happen, and it just kept getting worse and worse and worse. And you kept thinking, how can this get worse? And then it gets worse. I don't know. I enjoyed this one. I had a fun time reading this book. Yeah, I had a fun time. Sounds weird, but I had a fun time reading this book, and I liked the story. I thought that it was well done, and I thought that it was, something different. I've never read anything like this before. And yeah, overall, just a good time. So now I want to know, have you read this book? What did you think? All right, I'll talk to you later. Bye.